We will change the world.
Hi everyone, this is Reki Rose, Star Legend, SGR. This is the future. This is the final video. This video is about showing the people the truth. Right, this is what we have to do. Once you've understood the past and the present, the future basically means know I, which basically means know yourself. In order to be perfection, which basically means imperfection equals perfection, you must understand your past, you must understand the present, and you must understand the future. The only way as humanity that we can get into our perfection selves, which is the revolution of all humanity, is if we understand our imperfection. To understand your imperfection, you must understand the good and the bad. You must understand all of your experiences that you've lived. You must understand what conflict is and how it's affected your day-to-day life. And it's very important that we now understand that this is the time that we all need to really focus on this. Every single person, men, women, children, we must take the time to focus on this cause, because it's a cause of consciousness. Right, so what we need to do is imperfection equals perfection. The way to get to perfection is a process. The process is the past, which I equals conflict, which basically means understanding your conflicts, understanding the things that have damaged you, the hurts, the pains, the losses, the guilt, the mistakes, the attachments, all of these things. Understanding how it's affected you day to day in your life. Completely, just by seeing it for what it is, not having an image about it, seeing exactly what the conflict done. From the past, you see the present, which is a change and choice. This is the hardest thing for people. Once you've understood your conflicts completely, which means you understand it completely without no hiding, no running away from the truth, you see it for exactly where it is. The present is the hardest thing, and you can affect it. You have a choice and you have a change. This is what's stopping humanity getting to perfection, is because in the present they don't understand they have to make a choice and they have to make a change. Right, for example with me, if I didn't understand my past, which I explained to you, if I in the present didn't make a change and make a choice at that specific time, I could never completely know myself and understand that there is no I. And the present is the most important thing, because the present is your future. So to break the barrier of all conflict in life, of in existence, in living, we must now make a serious choice and change. This is now about, are we going to stay in conflict or are we going to free ourselves from conflict? It's that simple. That's exactly what it means. The future is perfection. The past is the imperfection. But the thing is, they both are one. They're both connected as one. The perfection isn't separate from the imperfection. They're both one because they're both the opposites that make you a complete being. This is why it's very important to live with your imperfections, because once you've lived with your imperfections, you reach perfection. And the main thing of this message is to basically state, if anyone's really listening to what I'm saying, understand the videos that I've made, is that you can change your life from conflict into no conflict. It is possible. I am living proof of that. I am living proof it's possible. And the main essence is know I, which basically means knowing yourself, which basically means completely knowing yourself 100%. That means there's no contradiction, there's no anything that could disrupt your knowledge and wisdom of it. And the truth is, if we don't completely know ourselves as human beings, we'll never be free. We'll never have love and we'll never have peace. So we must all now as human beings find a way to live life without conflict. And the only way we can do that is to know ourselves. And this is a journey that everyone has to take by themselves. But as one, we can come together and sit here and find a way to solve these conflicts all around the world. But all of our conflicts are different. That is why the revolution is now. And the revolution is imperfection equals perfection. We all are on this journey and we all are on this path. And we now must all come together and solve this millions and millions of years in conflict once and for all. Because once we understand the imperfections completely and can live with it, we then reach perfection. That means there'll be no more wars, no more battlings, no more hurt, no more pain, no more loss, no more grief, no more image, no more attachments to nothing. It means you're completely a reborn person and you're completely a spiritual perfection of self, which basically means knowing yourself, which basically means knowing you're a part of the whole universe, humanity, animals and the universe. And this is the final message. The future basically means no I, which means you don't exist, which basically means knowing yourself. And in knowing yourself, the old you is completely gone, it's completely dead, it's completely forgotten, because now you're in a new place, you're a completely new being. You are perfection, and the only way we can get to perfection is knowing ourselves 100%. That is the truth. The only way you can be your future self is to know yourself 100%, which basically means knowing the goods and knowing the bads and living with both in harmony. And that's the truth. So all have the courage, all have the freedom, all have the love, all have the peace from the past, the present and future, and you can do it. It's now.